In his films, Bruce Lee was at his best as a fighter rather than a lover, but he was very concerned that he would be typecast as a one-character performer. In Fist of Fury, he used the device of disguising himself, perhaps with the object of demonstrating his dramatic range. Here, as a news vendor.
You see what they're doing? Forcing my hand. But where can I find him in this place?
Sir, why not try to get back to Ching Wu School? See if he's turned up there yet, huh?
Here, as a telephone repairman.
Good afternoon there. I'm from the telephone company.
Oh? What on earth took you so long? We haven't got all day, you know.
Just got my orders minutes ago.
These vignettes were more comedic than convincing, but later, around the time he was working on Game of Death, he was experimenting with a whole range of new characters. He makes a very believable blind swordsman. His version of a character called Zatoichi, who appeared in several Japanese films popular in Asia at the time. Surprisingly, these characters were all developed from classical archetypes, and most were associated with traditional weaponry, contrary to his declared philosophy of the martial arts. It is not possible to say how he would have developed these characters, but it is interesting to conjecture what Bruce Lee would have made of roles like the classic period Chinese swordsman in films like Duel to the Death. For some time, actor James Coburn, writer Sterling Siliphant, and Bruce had been trying to put together a project to be called Silent Flute. Finally, 20th Century Fox agreed to do it, but on a tiny budget, and providing it could be shot in India. Bruce and his colleagues spent weeks location hunting there and in Nepal. India, they decided, was a waste of time, but it was in Nepal that pagodas like these gave Bruce an inspiration for Game of Death. Bruce never crystallized the plot, but it went something like this. There would be a great martial arts training center based in a many-storied pagoda. Each level would be guarded by a master of a different martial art. Bruce began to accumulate the people he wanted to use. Dan Inosanto, the Korean 7th degree Hapkido master, Chi Hon-choi, he began doing screen tests. This footage of the tests and outtakes has never been publicly shown before. In his still incomplete concept for Game of Death, his ultimate objective would be to get to whatever was at the top of the pagoda.